Okay, just flash this quick video. I want to talk about music. Just listen to some trance music now. So I just want to flash you this video. Motley's there. I don't know, because I know dogs here, but I don't know. I've got these new headphones as well. £2 from Poundland. Very nice. They won't last long though. And, so I'm listening to trance music now. How does it make me feel? How does it make people feel? So I want to talk about that. With it just kind of silently playing in the background, hopefully we'll avoid any copyright issues. Now I'm listening to this on Spotify, which is the beauty of Spotify is just having it on your. And I know a lot of women are complaining about men and kids and that. They're like, oh, daddy's on the phone again. But it's just great to have that music, because it puts my mind into a state of it's been going on for a while now. I've been listening to this sort of music for a while, particularly trance I'm talking about now. If you follow me on Spotify, you know I've got all genres of music. But this is the type of music that I would go out to, and you know, I know that I'm not alone in that, because when I've been out in the past, and no doubt in the future, there's just thousands of people there, you know, and there's always some sort of money put into the lighting, so there's a lot of, that's something that's interesting that I suppose has configured itself in my brain, is just having that lighting and the atmosphere, the smoke, the mirrors. Yeah, it's DJing. We're talking about DJing. We're talking about like geeks at home on their computers, making tracks, searching out people to do the lyrics. There's all that kind of camaraderie between those sorts of people, and it's nice, because I've been doing this for a while now, as in just a listener. It's interesting because I did do some voluntary DJing in Soho when I was at university, and the one thing I was told was don't play trance music. You know, it's like a wine bar, and till 3 in the morning. We'd just be playing funky house music. Funky house can. I did slip in a few trance tracks as well, mainly if it was like the Killers or something like that. Get away with it. So I have memories of being at the helm, of doing that as well. I have memories of going to clubs that I wouldn't normally go to that had trance music playing there. I'd find the room. I would be accepted in that room. It's just good. It doesn't matter what sort of people are there. Music is important to me for that reason. Not just the memories, but because of the conditioning. You know, let's give it some respect where respect is due. The melodic thing is almost classical. It's like a symphony. And this is why I like playlists. I like compiling and being part of the great symphony of trance music. And also as well, another thing is the state of the mind that it puts it in. So I'm a big fan of the brain having a bit of respite, a bit of a workout. I suppose a lot of you guys would be in the gym working out. I like working out my brain, going through the reactions, going through the judgments of things, and just accepting it, having a lesson. You go out clubbing for an education, you know, and it doesn't have to be brand new music for that. And there is that within the trance music, but we're talking about trance here, so let's face it, it's like breaking new tunes, using the right using the right notes and styles, but just twisting it around a bit, making it more funky. I don't know what to say really, because obviously I'm speaking for an inept few majority of people who just listen to trance music. You know, they like it, and they don't like calling it trance because it sounds outdated. Maybe, I don't know, or maybe it seems more mind control. It's like being tranced. You're part of the Clockwork Orange people who are just taking their own medicine. I don't know what it is. It's definitely something that's big. It's always something that's been big here in Europe. So I like that as well. It's a unifying of Europe. And now with the Brexit thing happening as well, it's never been as important. There's so many guys who love coming here to Britain to broadcast and be on Radio 1. It's a good country. But with this Brexit thing, it's like we don't know what's going to happen. We don't even know if we're still going to be listening to trance. We might move over to the house and EDM. It's all this kind of narrative. Now Mixmag are there doing stuff, and the DJ people on Instagram as well. So they have an interesting reflective thing on things. They could just dig out a techno tune and it could be a year old and blast it out with one of these kind of raves. You know, you got the ravers there, you got the like in the Muslim church or the African church where they're dancing, but they put on this new tune. And it's like, where's that tune? What is that tune? And there'll be some guy in India like pumping out music. Now India and the Himalayas thing is trending at the moment. I noticed on Twitter, which is, if anyone's seen the story of how do you call it, the movement of people when they're being moved from their land to one place to another, or just trying to get out of the country. It's awful. You know, them people lived in the mountains all that time. So this narrative is being evoked again and again. It's to do with the mind. It's to do with meditation. People will be out there meditating for years. That's all they do. They'll be scratching up coloured sand and doing the Vedas and all this kind of literature which is overlooked. You know, it's good to mention the Bible now and again, or the Quran, or what, the Torah, or whatever it is, but you know, no one really mentions the Vedas, and they're good as well. I know a few people who are very successful, and that's the kind of text that they go back on. I don't know how that ties in with the Himalayas. There's some good documentaries on the Himalayas, and you can see the guys blowing the horns. They've got like long horns. They're big. The main story is that building up resistance of the mind to make your body more lighter, to the point where you become like who's that guy with the wings and he flies out and he flies out with the wings. It's a Western narrative. What is Lazarus? And it's big in the Himalayas with the kite. Eventually they climb that really high mountain, because this is where the difficulties are, on the top of the mountain. And then you just kind of jump off with a kite, which is like ridiculous. You know, who would do that? But the guys who've done it, they've spent 30 years on rehearsing it to make themselves in their mind light enough for that small kite to take them. And now we see the you know, you listen to trance music and you'll have the little flying gerbils, or the flying what are they called? Squirrels, the media squirrels, flying squirrels. It'd be great just flying through on one of them suits that they've perfected. I mean, if we've perfected these suits now as well, who's to say that in the Himalayas that, I don't know what's going on with these iPhones, it's creating playlists without even touching it, just talking to you now. iPhone 5S, 5C, sorry. There seems to be a common problem with that. Which brings in another issue, because of the whole issue is between China and India. I don't take sides on these things. You know, I'm a big fan of China, and I'm, you know, I would have loved to have gone to Hong Kong when it was part of the British thing, and I'd still love to go there now. I'd love to go to Japan and Korea and all these different places where I've met people. I'm a people person, you know, I meet people. Especially when I was younger, more so when I was younger, and I'd say like, right, well, these are my friends, whether you've trained with them or, you know, done some kind of discipline, is you want to go to that country where they're from, and everybody return back to where they came from. Everybody goes back to the roots, and I understand that. But London is here, you know, London is here, New York, whatever main city you're in, and it's just great to be in that place of learning. So are there any divisions with trance music and culture? I don't think there is, but I would say that, and maybe there is, I don't know. That's why whenever I make a playlist on Spotify, I don't just do the trance music. I'll try and sprinkle in something that almost sounds like trance music. Enjoy it. It's only for me anyway. I'll do any art, and I've heard this from other people as well, who are very active at churning out stuff. Is whatever motivates you to do the thing, is you do that, and for me, to motivate with any kind of music is for me, because I know, and not everyone are going to feel this, but like, I know that I'm the most important person. Do you know that about yourself, or do you need to know that about yourself? You need to know that the family unit is the most important thing, or your peers, or your friends. So the great thing about trance is you get to not be involved too much in any of this stuff. You really don't have to be. And what I'm noticing now with the Instagram especially, because it seems to be quite a influential platform to select. I don't know about TikTok or these short blasts on the other one, Snapchat. But one thing that just unites all of us, which I'm missing already after a week of having it, is messaging. Many people, face-to-face video, and friends, let's talk, let's connect on a deeper level. Let's not try and you see, I got to learn, because I'll be throwing playlists at you and you haven't even got Spotify. But hopefully you get something from the picture. I like Spotify because it creates a 4-view picture of something, which gives you a glimmer of the message that I'm trying to communicate. Communication is important, and there are more ways than one now to do what you've got to do. I was going to say string a chicken up there, but I know a lot of you are vegan and vegetarian, so I won't say that. So you can see where I'm going with this trance music. I'm quite passionate about it. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just me trying to stay young and be cool. It's because it's a cool medium, isn't it? It's not a hot medium. It's not a hot potato. It's quite. It's already been tested. You see what I mean? It's already been vetted. But I don't know what you want. I really don't know what you want. Maybe if you leave me some comments, because in 14 years of doing this, the comments that I get are only from a small selection of people who are usually in the USA. It seems like there's this lacking in Britain of people commenting with me. I don't know if I don't fit in here. What is that? I don't care either. Because why? Why? Who's the most important person? Apart from Motley, is me. And you know, I give respect to all these artists who are providing me with the music, which I'm passionate about, for a few weeks. And it's great to go back a few years later and have a listen, I imagine. But for now, we just keep chugging on, moving forward, churning out content, waiting for that last tune on the playlist to get sprinkled in a year from now. I think creativity is important. You have to participate. Now, participation can happen on many different levels, but as I said, face-to-face talking or MSMing is good. And as you get older with it as well, it's like it becomes more flexible and hopefully less jarring for one another. I'm a fan of rap music, don't get me wrong. There's rap playlists on there where you got, you know, most of them are very coherent now, the guys that are doing stuff there. But I'm also a fan of the grunting and the rap music where you can't really, unless you're from the area, it's like it's in English, but it's just got that melody and that melancholy and that happiness to it. So on that note, I'll leave you with a flash of Motley, and then we'll just wrap it up. Say hi, Motters. Say hi to the people. Is that good?